Good afternoon. I'm now going to call the Tuesday, July 15th, 2025 meeting of the Norfolk County Commission to order. Welcome all. I'll read the executive order on remote participation. On March 28, 2025, Governor Healy signed into law House Bill 62, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, which includes a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Mass General Law, Chapters 30A, Sections 18 to 25. That action was effective immediately, extending the current options for remote meetings through June 30th, 2027. I'm going to ask if you'll join me in saluting the flag. The flag is over here. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We're live and on Zoom today. I'd like to take items 1 and 2 and then go into executive session.
Privilege. Get ready for this next campaign.
Roll call, Commissioner Stady.
I am present, sir.
Commissioner Collins.
Here.
Commissioner Shea is present. We have a quorum.
Want to make the motion?
I'd like to have a motion to go into executive session.
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsections A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares.
I'll second the motion as presented.
Motion made and seconded to go into executive session. We're going to take a roll call vote. I might remind everyone that at the end of executive session, we'll return to the regularly scheduled agenda. On going into executive session, Commissioner Stady.
Yes, sir. I vote
Commissioner
yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Shea votes yes. We're in executive session. Thank you.
Scott, could you shut the door? Okay, John Scott. You want to bring up that other item first, or you want to bring it up later on?
No, it's on the agenda.
Minutes of the open session meeting of June 25th, 2025.
I'll move approval of the minutes of the open session of June 25th as presented.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Number 5, appointments, we have none. Number 6, public comment. Each week we have public comment for people on Zoom or anyone that would come in to speak to the commissioners. John, do you have any public comment?
I was contacted this week, commissioners, by Karen Snyder. She is with a organization called We Are Second Act. Her email said, I work with Second Act, a nonprofit that is a collective of artists in recovery, which uses theater, film, and drama therapy to address the impact of substance abuse. We will provide live performances led by actors in recovery for youth and adults. Could we speak about the use of opioid funds for programming in Norfolk County? I had a phone call with her, I believe it was on Friday, and we talked a little bit about her program, but mostly about the opioid grant program the commissioners run and have distributed funds to date across the county. I informed her of each of the coalition groups that have received money in the event she wants to partner with them or organizations to bring forward these performances. I expect to be contacting 1 or 2 of them, maybe others, and then circling back to find out if funds are available to help support performances within any of those coalitions. Certainly sounds like a very good fit for the opioid funds that we have, but I'll let you know if and when I hear further from Snyder and her organization. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, SAFE comes to
Commissioner
mind. Franklin would be a great organization for her to partner with, if possible.
I gave her the list of all of them.
Also, okay, great. That's great. Okay.
Any more? Public comment. Seeing none, we're going to go to old business. We have none. Number 8, personnel matters for consideration. We have several at the school and several in maintenance.
Mr. Chairman, if you wish,
Yes.
please to move the following concerning the Norfolk County Agricultural High School. First, notice of address change for Kim Katan Skelly As Director of Student Services, this address change is moved effective 7/16/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. It is a vote. Next.
Next, move approval of the position change for Thomas Lombardi as building maintenance summer help at the rate stated effective 7/16/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It is a vote.
Next, we have a motion to approve notice of rate change for Kelsey Wheelman as a student worker in the garden at the rate stated effective 7/16/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It is a vote. Next.
The next three are resignations. Two of them deal with student labor. So the first is motion to approve notice of resignation for Gabriella Panoni as a student labor at the rate stated as effective date 6/5/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
Second notice, a motion to approve resignation for Abigail Van as a student labor and the rate stated effective date 6/5/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next.
And final one, move approval of notice of resignation for Tiffany Cianata as a substitute nurse for the rate stated effective date 2/13/25.
Yeah, I just checked.
Oh, really?
That's when she stopped working. We just recently received the paperwork from the agricultural high school.
Oh,
Second.
okay, all right,
So she's been replaced anyway.
okay, I'll move
Okay.
approval of that.
All right, we'll take care of it. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
In the maintenance department, please to make a motion to approve the appointment of James Wilder as our foreman plumber, and that effective date for him will be 7/21/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote on the plumber. Thank
We gotta
God.
meet Mr. Wilder.
Number 9.
Yes, I was going to bring that up, Mr. Chairman, through you, if I could.
Yes.
I will try to have the new plumber in to see you as early as next week.
Sure. You'd like to say hello. Number 9, payroll expense warrants for approval.
Mr. Chairman, move the warrant
Yes.
list. We have just two items for the meeting today. First item, 2602, move approval payroll of the county, the sum $195,044.32. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
And next.
And the other item left is item 070326, expense of the county, move the sum $62,648.77. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
That concludes the warrant, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 10, report from the procurement department, bid openings and contract awards.
Maureen will join us momentarily. This afternoon, the commissioners are going to be asked to consider fuel bids for the South Shore Purchasing Cooperative put out by Norfolk County. This is for several types of fuel, including diesel fuel, unleaded gasoline, unleaded mid-grade gasoline, and number 2 fuel. If you give me 1 second, I'll retrieve her.
Hey, Jim. On the ball. Like father, like son, right?
I'm just quiet. He's brains.
My socks are hot.
They
Well,
are.
that's hot, they're hot.
I went to one game this
Won
year.
10 in a row.
I went to one game this year. It was the last game they lost before they started.
Oh,
winning.
stay away then. Stay
Hello,
away.
Maureen.
Hi,
Hello,
Maureen.
how are you?
Good, Maureen. We're on item number 10,
Okay.
Fuel bids?
which is
Fuel
report of the
bids.
procurement department. There's some issues here, questions about fuel bids.
Yes.
Why don't you
we-
explain that to us?
Okay, so I noticed that our procurement person from Quincy, I think her name is Catherine Logan,
Yes.
called and reminded me that our fuel bids will be expiring in September. So I thought it was too early to go out to bid. And she said, no, we like to lock in the prices. So I said, great idea. So I got busy getting our fuel bids together, and we're calling them fuel bids. There's diesel, there's unleaded gas, there's mid-grade unleaded gasoline, and there is type 2 fuel, which is heating fuel. So we went out to bid and have 3 different companies that won various forms of fuel bids, and we have the contracts here, the prices locked in.
When's the last time we did this?
About 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's important to get them locked in. Burke, who will be supplying us with our diesel fuel, did offer large volume discounts, but none of the other ones do anymore. guess that's sort of going away, but it's nice that they do that for our diesel fuel.
Okay,
Who
well,
are the bidders for the others?
we want to be on top
Yeah,
of
we
it.
have, do we have separate awards set up for motions for each one? Or-
I have separate contracts, but
Okay,
however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Global Montello won the unleaded gasoline. Burke won the diesel, Dennis K. Burke.
Yeah.
Mid-grade unleaded goes to Global Montello also. And the type 2 fuel, which is the heating fuel, went to Devaney Energy Group.
okay. If you give me those, I'd be happy with
I
them.
think we've dealt with some of these people before. I know Berkeley have and Devaney too.
Berkeley.
Devaney does supply the heating fuel right now, I think maybe to the school, but they are on our roster somewhere.
They're a Dedham company too. I
Okay.
think.
And you're recommending all three?
Yes, 4. Yep,
4. Okay, great.
yeah, I was glad to.
And this will lock us up for the near future or 3
Yes,
years?
yeah, there is an adder that we have to look at each time we go, but the prices are,
Okay.
shown and
All
how
right.
it, how. it-
Questions, commissioners?
No, no.
I agree.
What's that?
I'll move approval first for the bid to be awarded for diesel fuel for Dennis K. Burke, Inc. At the rate he proposed and our agent has reviewed for the 3 years, starting 9/1/25 to 8/30/28. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded on the diesel fuel to Dennis K. Burke. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a
Second
vote.
motion, Mr. Chair, I'll move the approved for unleaded gas, the bid for Global Montello Group, again for unleaded gasoline, as prepared and reviewed by purchasing agent for the contract period 9/1/25 to 8/30/28. So moved.
Motion made and seconded to approve the bid price for the unleaded gasoline to
Global.
Global Montello. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Thank you.
Once again, for Global Montello Group, I move approval for the bid to be awarded to them for mid-grade unleaded gasoline. And again, as outlined, prepared by our agent and for the contract period from 9/1/25 to 8/30/28. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the awarding of the unleaded mid-grade fuel gasoline contract to Global Mobile. I'm sorry, Global Montello.
Global Montello, yep.
All in favor?
Aye. And the last one, Mr.
Thank
Chairman,
you.
is for number two fuel, which is heating fuel for Devaney Energy. We've had them before, right?
Yes.
Devaney, that's something.
Devaney, we've had them before.
Thought so. Move approval for Devaney for the fuel and of number 2 as prepared. And again, for 3-year period from 9/1/25 to 8/30/28. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the awarding of the number 2 fuel contract to Devaney Corporation. All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else, Maureen?
That is it for today.
Good work.
Thank you.
We'll get these.
Bring it into you, okay?
Number 11, review and potential ratification of memorandum of understanding between the Norfolk County Commissioners and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Council 93, Local 2417 Maintenance Unit. Director Cronin.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm pleased this afternoon to inform the commissioners that the county has reached a tentative agreement with, as you mentioned, the AFSCME group. This would be Unit Council 93, Local 2417. After several months of negotiation, this 3-year contract includes terms that align the employee handbook as adopted by the commissioners with the terms of the collective bargaining agreement. It further states additionally over a 3-year period, other benefits including mileage rates aligning with the IRS, and economic factors that include COLAs of 3% per year for 3 years, hazardous material stipend increase of $100 per year, and then finally a training bonus one-time payment of $250 per member. This particular contract was a pleasure to negotiate. It was all done in good faith. I want to thank Attorney Michelle McNulty, as well as our Human Resources Director, Michelle Labadini, who over the last several months worked diligently to pull together the details and ultimately align this contract with common goals. So with your permission, this afternoon, I would look for a motion to enable me to sign the memorandum of understanding with this local and move to conclude this contract.
I'll make the motion.
Right, I'll second the motion to direct or authorize our town director to sign on behalf of the commissioners the memorandum of agreement with the union and for the period of time of 3 years as outlined and presented to us this day.
Motion made and seconded to award or ratify the memorandum of understanding between the Norfolk County Commissioners and the AF, American Federation of State, Federal, and County Employees, Council 93, Local 2417, which is our maintenance unit. Again, this is ratification of the MOU. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Number 12, report of the county director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be efficient. I wanted to inform the commissioners that our file room downstairs on the first floor here at 614 High Street is completed. The high-density system has been installed. A team of stakeholders involved with coordinating all records that will be located in this room has been formed. Today we will have our second meeting as we prepare the movement of records from various locations in the county to this space. We will begin with the human resources records, which we hope to begin a process starting this Sunday, and work through the end of July to remove the files from their location and deposit them downstairs. Following that, we are hoping to hire a temp to bring on to help coordinate the non-human resources records. They're a lot more complicated. There are many of them, different types. They're going to have to review each file for filing downstairs, retention against the state's recommended record retention law, and coordination of decisions with our public information officer, Mr. Buckley. So that role will be much more intensive and last likely for a month or so into August. So overall, it's a lot of moving pieces over the next several weeks, but we always targeted this summer to kind of pull together this work and finally conclude with a consolidated record room for the county. So we're underway. The Medway Town Manager, Michael Boynton, wishes to express his deep thanks to each of you for your vote to provide an additional $15,000 for the town of Medway's improvements at its Council on Aging, which recently made. The Dedham District Court Building Management System project is winding down. This project started in February to provide a building management system, a diagnostic system to allow our facilities superintendent to instantly understand the conditions for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning within the Dedham District Court and to call for more or less heat. It's a very efficient way to manage your resource. This particular commissioning, we're still waiting for some last decisions to be made on small change orders. But overall, we're delighted that this ARPA funded project is coming to an end. Regarding Dedham Superior Court, I had a conversation with Commissioner Shea earlier today. We were going to move that project to a bid cycle starting in September, October. This was a $2 million plus project that was to be funded from the capital appropriation of the county. I'm having some second thoughts about moving forward with that project at this time, and I reviewed them with Mr. Shea. So at this point, I'm not ready to make a determination, but over the next several weeks, I'll be communicating with the chair and some stakeholders about the county's readiness for that project. Just an announcement. I think the commissioners are aware. We forward this to your inboxes. We received a favorable determination letter from the Department of Energy Resources relative to the Kearsarge project for solar up at the agricultural high school. This particular notice is a meaningful end to a process that started with litigation. That copy of that letter has been sent to each of you. Several weeks ago, you may have recalled that I was working with the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office on giving the grand jury room at the Registry of Deeds a deep cleaning. I'm told that is now completed. An outside firm is brought in to steam clean the carpets. Facility staff have hand washed all surfaces. The room is now orchestrated or arranged with more suitable layout for work. I left a message with the first assistant. I believe she's on vacation. I'll report back on next steps, which may include the procurement of furniture with the collaboration and agreement of the trial courts, who are probably going to take a walk through the space with me sometime in the next several weeks. Speaking of which, next week I'll be traveling to the Quincy District Court and Wallaston Recreational Facility as part of our summertime visit schedule. We'll be looking to check in on the status of Quincy District Court. Mr. McGowan and the facilities folks have done a lot of work with the trial courts to help them stabilize the outdoor cooling system that's been put in place. It's been a challenge. A lot of hours by facility staff has been put in to maintain this state asset. And we're just trying to get them through this cooling season. Hopefully we will without any more
What
disruptions.
a challenge.
Indeed. Smoking policy, I've been working now with the Dedham Public Health Agency agent Samantha Menard, who has given me some great feedback. As you know, we've received some complaints relative to smoke infiltrating some of our buildings here in Dedham. So the smoking policy will seek to address that. I have one clear item that Samantha is working on before I bring forth a recommendation for you to adopt the new policy. Hopefully have that in the next week or two. And then lastly, Commissioner Shea, through you to the other commissioners, you've been invited to a dedication of Sweet Park in Rentham, Mass. The town manager has invited each of the commissioners to join them on July 24th at 5 p.m. as they dedicate this park, which was renovated with funding that you provided through the American Rescue Plan Act. I believe we have one affirmative commissioner who's looking to join them, but it's an open invitation,
Thank you.
7/24 at 5 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. This concludes the report of the county director. Number 13, emergency items, topics the chair did not necessarily anticipate. I have none. I want to remind everyone we're back on our regular schedule next week. The meeting will be on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, Wednesday.
Thank you for the accommodation.
Okay, no problem.
I'd be glad to move that we adjourn at, is that correct? 12:55?
Correct.
Right, okay. We adjourn at 12:55.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,